Hello everybody, this is JT Productions and welcome back to another preview and prediction video. Today I'll be doing one on the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Last season Hawaii went 6-7, 3-5 in the Mountain West with 2 straight losses in the season against Colorado State and Wyoming. How would they have gone 6? I guess because Memphis had to cancel is how they went 6-7. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Not a bad season for Hawaii. They've done better, but let's look at what my schedule or what my notes say. Well, they have a new head coach, Timmy Chang. It's his first season at Hawaii, and the main thing is, in my opinion, will home advantage be a big factor in their success because of where they're set on an island in the Pacific. Most teams, when they travel there, very jet lagged. It's a pretty ruckus environment there at Honolulu at Hawaii Stadium or the Chin Complex, whatever it's called. But will it be a huge factor? Well, let's see what they're working with and we'll see. The depth chart is not completely completed, so it's going to be hard to kind of completely figure it out. They do got a senior running back in Dedrick Parson, senior wide receiver Stephen Fisso, a redshirt senior wide receiver Zon Bowens, a redshirt sophomore in Kaoli Nishigaya. They have 2 seniors on the offensive line, 1 redshirt, 1 not, and Ilm Manning, Micah Vanterpool, redshirt sophomore center, and Maurice Ta'ala, senior right guard in Solo, Pulu, and senior right tackle in Austin Hobb. So good offensive line. They have a graduate tight end in Caleb Phillips, so that's good for them. Defensively, what they have on here, they have a senior defensive tackle in Blessman Tala, and a redshirt senior defensive tackle in John Tutupuo. They have a redshirt senior linebacker in Isaiah Tufaga, and a redshirt senior linebacker in Panay Pavihi. Then, in the secondary, they have a nickelback redshirt senior Hugh Nelson II and a redshirt sophomore safety Riley Wilson. So, with that, you have some pieces, but I don't really know where everything else is going to apply, but I can get a estimate anyway. So let's get to the schedule. Week 1, you have a big game coming to town with Vanderbilt coming to Honolulu, take on the Rainbow Warriors. I remember you've had a couple of games like in 2018, 2019, where you beat a Power 5 opponent that was really a bad team, like Arizona in 2018, 2019, I think. Vanderbilt's in a similar situation, and I'm going to spill the beans for you. I think you beat Vanderbilt in a very close game at home and take, in week 0, to take a 1-0. Then Western Kentucky comes to town. Western Kentucky's not the team they were last year, and I think you get the win there to start out 2-0 before you go on the road to Ann Arbor to take on Michigan. Now, the jet lag works two ways. You're going to Ann Arbor and taking on a bigger opponent, and I don't think you're going to come out of there with a win. So you're 2-1 with a loss to Michigan before you take on Duquesne at home. You should win this game. Duquesne is not a difficult opponent to get by. By a team of your standards, you should win this game easily. 3-1 before you go on the road to Las Cruces, New Mexico, to take on New Mexico State. And I think you get a win there. It's on the road. It's going to be a difficult game, but I do think that Hawaii is a competitive team, even when you're not at home. Last year, you blew them out. I think it'd be closer than it was last year, but I do think you get the win on the road at New Mexico State. Going into your first bye week, you're 4-1, not bad. But you have a big game in Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego to take on the Aztecs. I don't think you're going to come out of here with a win. San Diego State is a better team than you. They're at home. You have to go to their stadium. I just think that all things point to San Diego State getting this game. So you get your second loss. You're 4-2. Then you host Nevada. Nevada is going to be a team that's going to take a big step back this year. They lost a lot in the transfer portal, and they didn't gain a lot back. So I believe you get, or they did gain a lot, but not, So I think, the things they got, it's going to be hard for them to kind of work as a team since they're coming from all different places, if you get what I'm saying. But anyways, I think you get the win at home. So now you're 5-2 before going on the road to Colorado State, and you should get the win. Should get the win against Colorado State. Colorado State's kind of in a dumpster fire right now, so I think you get the win there. Then you host Wyoming. If this was in Laramie, Wyoming, I would lean towards Wyoming, but since it's in Honolulu, I'm going to give it to you. And now going into a big game against Fresno State, you have you're 7-2 going to a big game against Fresno State. But I think Jake Haener and this offense is going to be too much for you, and I think you drop this game against the Bulldogs. 7-3 before playing Utah State, and I think you win this game. Utah State's going to be a good team this year. They were last year as well, winning the Mountain West, but I think you catch them slipping and get a win here in Honolulu to improve to 8-3 or 7-3. Yeah, 7-3. Then you play UNLV. UNLV is in a rebuild situation. However, I do think they're going to upset a team they're not supposed to this year, and I think this is going to be the one. I think you drop this one at home to the Rebels of UNLV. Then to end the season, you go on the road to San Jose State, trying to keep your Mountain West championship appearance alive in San Jose, California. But I think it's going to come crashing down, and you're going to lose this game to finish the season 7-5. So there you go. Not bad for Hawaii. Last season they went 6-7, really 6-6. This season they take a step forward under a new head coach and win 7 games to end the season 7-5. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and have a great day. Go Dogs.